Hey, it's your girl, your favorite paralegal, aka Cassandra Lynn, and welcome to Legal Doc Talk 24/7. Hey, you guys, so a year ago, yesterday, Christian Combs had a lawsuit filed against him, and it also included his father. And what I'll do is I'll repost or tag the video at the end of this video so you can go back and watch that video. I went over the petition with the allegations of Christian Combs on the yacht. So it was a former yacht worker, and she's been doing her position for years. So, she's not new to the industry or anything, but the allegations that was stated in that petition was highly disturbing. And I when I did went over that particular petition, I did notice that there I believe that was the same yacht in which Little Rod was on and everything went down. So, as I stated before, I just think a lot of these majority of these cases are connected. Like they know, and for this lady to not be a celebrity, but an individual who was working on the yacht and the things that she stated was going on, I don't see how nobody can believe her. But yesterday, like I said, it marked a year for the actual petition being filed in the court, and they ended up having a case management hearing. Because normally, what happens, it just depends on the court. The court will actually set a case management conference to see where the case is at. In this particular case, like I said, it was filed on April 4th, 2024, and they issued the summons. But the thing was, it was hard trying to get both of these individuals served. They also, I believe, on the 19th of November, they did a proof of service by posting, meaning that they would post it in a newspaper for a consecutive amount of weeks. And if nobody responds, then they will move forward with the litigation. I don't know exactly what happened with that because what was that? On the 3rd of April, a notice and acknowledgement of receipt was filed. So when I click on it, hold on, let me see if this is it. Yes. So if you notice, two notices. So one for Christian, one for Sean Combs. So I click on it and it says notice and acknowledgement of receipt. And obviously, this is a civil case. And Lord and behold, they stated that the whoever Megan A. Mattia is, I believe that's how you pronounce her name, she accepted service on behalf of not only Christian Combs, but Sean Combs. And it does show civil case, the cover sheet, the case assignment, the alternative dispute resolution information package, the minute order, the case management office. So, and failure to file proof of service. All of that information was left with Miss Megan on behalf of Christian and Sean Combs. So I'm like, if I go back to the court docket, it doesn't show that they have an attorney on file, but yet an attorney accepted service on their behalf. And how do I know that's an attorney? Because I pulled up all her information. And this is who she is, um, attorney out of California with Summa LLP. Now this is interesting. This is interesting. Now, usually that does happen when it comes to if a plaintiff is unable to serve and they have requested for an alternative service, you can either leave a copy of the complaint on their door or you can post it in a newspaper. And if you have exhausted all of those resources and nothing has been done, the last thing you can do is if they have an attorney on file, then you can serve the attorney. But the thing is, there is no attorney listed for Sean or Christian Combs in this case. So I'm just like, who is like I don't know. Did somebody call and say, hey, can you accept service on behalf of me and my son, or my dad and me? I don't know, but it's just really kind of odd that this attorney who is not on the docket is accepting service on behalf of Christian and Sean Combs. So going into the minutes of the court, as I stated before, they did have a case management conference to see exactly what was going on with the case, because obviously there was no movement. They were trying to ensure that they get a copy of this petition, because you cannot move forward with a case until you serve the proper parties. And once they're served, they will have so many days to file a answer or respond to the actual lawsuit. So going into the actual conference, let me blow this up. So the defendants did not appear. Obviously, we know that Sean is not going to appear because he's currently in the MDC. But as for Christian, he did not appear. It was held at 8:30 yesterday morning, and the case was called. Defendants were not present. The court and counsel conferred regarding the case status, including the status of the pleadings, asking, were they able to be served? The court notes that there is no answer filed by, neither is there a default judgment entered on the case. It says defendants, but their time to file response to the complaint has not yet expired. So, as I stated, the attorney accepted service on the 1st of April. So, they have 20 days after. So, starting on the 2nd, they have 20 days to actually get an answer filed. Now, once again, we don't know if this lady, Megan Macia, I hope I'm saying her name right, is going to be their attorney on this case, because if she is, then she can just go ahead and file a notice of appearance and file an answer on behalf of them. But if not, I don't know. If Christian doesn't answer, if Sean Combs doesn't answer, then the plaintiff will have to file their motion to enter a default judgment and go that route. But yeah, this is one for the books, because the things that Christian did on that yacht to that lady, I would quit my job. I'm not even gonna lie. The things that she said that she seen that happen, she corroborated everything that people that have filed civil suits against Diddy have been saying, but nobody's paying attention. Nobody. So they are, as for this case, they are going to come back to court on July 21st, and hopefully that gives enough time for uh, either the defendants to file their answer, or for the plaintiff to file a motion to enter a default judgment. So we are going to see what the outcome of this particular case is. As I stated before, a lot of people are not paying attention to this. They're not looking into the allegations that was presented in that particular complaint, but it's very troubling for, like I said, this is an individual who have been in the yacht service, the hospitality service, for a very long time. And her allegations, like I said before, corroborates a lot of things that some of these people have been saying, that, as far as the spiking of the alcohol, making sure like she was the one that was serving. So it's like that she's being told not to serve those bottles, but serve those bottles. Her witnessing people after one shot. And when I say people, women after one shot are feeling like they had 20 shots already. Things wasn't adding up. And the things Christian did, he's following in his father's footsteps. But definitely check out the full complaint reading after this video. Let me know your thoughts. Put them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until then, you all be blessed, and I'm out. Bye.